Yes. Solua. Thank you, God. Yes. Kọrin ọpẹ́ tó sọ́tún sósì. Ìbéèrè wò ní gidi gan sẹ́. Hey, got to be you. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. How are you all doing? I came out this morning because, I've been out and I thought, okay, I'm already out and about. So coming back home, let me just, do my go life because I won't get chance later on. I have a couple of things to do this morning, after all of this and afternoon as well. So, how are you doing? I am blessed. I'm thankful. Today is day 4, coming out live every day. Today is day 4, and we are still going to day 28. This reminds me every day. I'm just saying, every day I've been coming out live from the 1st of February. I've kind of been thinking of like, okay, day 1 is gone, day 2 is gone, day 3 is gone, day 4. That joy that, okay, I'm getting here. I'm on day 4 already out of day 20, out of 28 days. So 24 days to go after today by the grace of God. And I'm so glad. I'm grateful to God for the opportunity to be here this morning to share my gratitude with you. The day for gratitude is grateful for relationships. Yes. Relationships. I am super blessed. I am super grateful. I am thankful to God for first the relationship in my life, like my husband. Yes. It's been an awesome journey. It's been a blessing because sometimes when you are just by yourself, when you are alone and you don't have people to push you on, people to share your thoughts with, it can be hard. So I'm thankful that I have a partner that I can share with, have a partner that I can confide in, have a partner that I can bother. It's a thing of joy. Like, I'm always very thankful for that, because I just imagine if we don't have partners, like if you don't have anyone, sometimes you're just carrying your own load with no one to share with. And there was a time I was actually with my husband and I said, "Mami Gbokini," and that thing was really hitting me up inside. I said, "Oh my boss, see what I encountered and all of that." So I was trying to explain to him this is, and I was so upset, but I needed somebody to share with. And he said, "Okay, should stop." Yeah, that's it. He said, "It's actually nothing." All these things I said, then he now started analyzing. If you know my husband and analysis, I said, "Why didn't you go and do analysis?" That analysis is whatever. It brought everything. It gave me like different scenario, step by step, of why that thing can happen that way, why I can feel that way, and why I should not feel the way I felt. And honestly, that eased my tension. It eased my tension. So imagine if there's no relationship, if there's no partner, you know, it would just be you and you carrying all your burden, no one to relate with, no one to share with. I'm thankful for my partner. So that's one relationship I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for the relationship with my business partners. In fact, this Christmas that passed, different gifts from different people. Like, how did we get here? And that's one thing this business community blessed me with: relationship. I'm grateful for my business partners. I've always loved Senegalese clothes, but I didn't just know how they will fit on me, so I don't buy them. But I was sent one from my business partner, and I wore it. Was so beautiful. Like, what? So this is that. But I like them, but I didn't want to buy it with my money so that I don't throw it somewhere in case it doesn't fit and all of that. And for most of those type of clothes, sometimes you have to order them. And I got this as a Christmas blessing from one of my business partners in this business. That's those are the things I'm grateful for. The relationship I've been able to build. I've been able to build rather. I've been able to build over couple of years that I started my business. I don't take those relationships for granted. I'm thankful for all of my work colleagues. Yeah, the relationship, those girls are amazing. Like I could not, today I can't go to work today because I have ABCD. Just a phone call to them, to one of them or any of them at all that, look, let's stop this shift. I need to do today, and if you I need to do some other days if you can do my. And those ladies are wonderful, so I'm thankful and I'm grateful for all of those relationships. I'm thankful that as I grow as a person, as I grow as an individual, God has blessed me with so many people around me. And even in my previous work, wonderful ladies, wonderful relationship we built even up until now. There's something we call a joy in Nigeria in my language up until now. I left that place well over 3 years ago, and I still, continue with the relationship. I continue with the ajo that we used to do there. And it's been an awesome journey. It's been a wonderful journey, and I'm thankful for all of the relationship that I've been able to build or make over time, especially from the time I got to the UK. Because if you're abroad, right, if you have good people at your corner, you don't know what you have. If you have good people that you can do like this to, and you can call like this, because sometimes it's really tense. Sometimes it can be really hard. Or if you have people that you can do like this for, it's amazing. It's amazing. So I'm thankful for my partner, for all of my friends. I don't have much friends, but all of my work colleagues that have become, my chatmates. Shout out to you all. I'm grateful to God for bringing you my way. I'm grateful for all of my business partners, my mentor, oh goodness me, my accountability partner, and my other team members. You guys are amazing. I'm thankful. There was actually one of my newest business partner. In fact, before he became a business partner, we were just talking about our experiences, right? He's done several things, I've done several things. And there was a time that there was something he said, and I said, I've done that before. And I actually had to say, imagine you doing that, and then you feel like, okay, I've been cheated, I need to revenge. I said, yeah, that's revenge tactics and all of that. He had experienced it as well. And those are relationships that I'm grateful for, that, that this business has actually blessed me with. So, yes, that is me. That's my day for gratitude challenge. Done. I'm grateful for all of the relationships in my life, my friends, like I said, my work colleague, my husband, my partner, yes, my business colleague, and all of you out there as well. Yes, because on this platform as well, I've built relationship. Yeah, yes, yes. People have been amazing. Wow, you guys are amazing. People, like, if I don't come out live, like for a week, I get people to check up on me through the inbox. Sometimes I get to see the message like a week later. I say, oh, sorry, I am so sorry. Thank you for checking on me. They say, oh, we've just not seen you live. Sometimes I'm very busy. Maybe I've not had chance to come out live for a week. And these guys will message me inbox. You won't know that people are watching you. Hey, you guys are watching. You are just silent. Okay, that's fine. I appreciate all of that as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you to you, all of my followers. Thank you as well. I'm grateful for the relationship that I've built here. So I'm thankful. God, I thank you for all of this relationship, for all of these amazing people in my life that has made it, a thing of joy for me to come out live. Like anytime I want to do good life like this, I'm just really excited because I know that somebody will just come on and look at me and hear what I have to say. So I don't take this for granted. They are moments that I cherish. So thank you. That's it. Thank you. So if you're meeting me for the first time, who is this lady that is Just grateful, grateful, grateful. Yes, I just wanted to bombard you with that gratitude so that you too can think deeply and thank God for what you have. Be grateful for the people in your life, be grateful for the relationship, because sometimes, especially we people, we abroad, if you have people at your corner, even your work colleague, you can hear me. I'm grateful for my work colleague. I'm thankful because I have work colleagues that are understanding. If your work colleague, be grateful for them, because if you need to go somewhere, if they can solve a shift for you, yes, that's alone is big, is huge. Because if you don't have people who understand, if you don't have people around you who can say, okay, I'll solve for you, it's really hard. It probably will mean that maybe you will lose that appointment or lose whatever you're going to go for, or means that maybe you sacrifice maybe your annual leave, the annual leave that you're supposed to keep. And that's even if you can use annual leave that day, right? If you cannot, then you have to show up for work. If you don't show up, that's query. But if you have these amazing people around you that are willing to, be able to assist you while you pay them back later, it's honestly something we shouldn't take for granted. So I'm grateful for all of that. So my name is Felicia. I'm a mom, a wife, a registered nurse here in the UK. I'm originally from Nigeria, and I'm a digital business mentor and coach. What I do in my digital business is I help people like myself, everyday people, ambitious individual parents, professionals, to start a legitimate online business with everything that makes a business to be a real business. So this is a real business. I don't sell digital products. I don't sell courses. I help you to set up a business so that you can also be an independent business owner. So the first step you need to do for me is very simple, straightforward. Go onto my website if you are interested, to start a business for you as well. Because I can tell you this, I cannot just come out live and say gratitude, I'm grateful for all of the relationship. Some of this relationship, I've been able to build them through my digital business. And I just shared with you how for so long I've wanted a Senegalese dress, like their long kaftan dress. But sometimes something in my head just say don't buy because maybe it will not fit you. But I just got that for free from one of my business partners, and I tried it on. It was gorgeous. My sister said, "Wow, you look like beautiful madam, thick madam." I said, "I'll be thick madam now." She said, "Wow, you look like thick madam." So and that is what this business will bless you with. You have people around you, you have supportive community. I'm going to be your mentor and your coach. We have I have my own mentor there, I have my coach there, we have our head coaches, we have our senior leaders as well. We do meeting. Today is actually our meeting in the business. We do meeting with our top leaders of 274 people, 274,000 people. So our top leaders, we do meetings with them every week on Wednesday. So you have all of that support. And in our business community, every day there's somebody volunteering to share something with you. Maybe you are stuck somewhere, you don't know what to do here. There is always meeting. If you cannot watch live, there's always replay. Last night we had a meeting, right? We had a meeting and where we shared our experience, our knowledge, where one of my business partners actually presented, where my accountability partner actually presented. And I can tell you this, these are sessions that will help you grow. Imagine if you have a business and you don't have the support, you don't have any relationship except customers that just walk in and walk out. But if you have a business that there is that community support, even though you're having your business partners, you have people above you that have done this before that you can always reach out to and say, how do I do this? This is what I experienced. It's honestly something not to be taken for granted. So that's what I do. I help you to, I give you all of the tools that you need to set up your business. We have, funnel builders, they'll build your website for you. You just need to, follow simple step-by-step instruction to set up your business. Simple video-based instruction. When you start this business, you yourself, you develop as a person things that you can't do before. Like this online thing it was never my comfort zone, right? I wasn't a tech savvy, even up until now. There was a day I was doing a coaching call, and that was the first Usually I'll take my phone to take picture, and I had that the tool to take picture on the screen. I've tried it several times. I used to mess it up, but this auntie I did coaching call for, and she told me, you know what, sis, let me teach you. And she taught me, and from that day I'm a pro. So that's to tell you that I wasn't tech savvy. I didn't even know much about computer when I started 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. And imagine, still 2.5 years down the line, there are still things that I'm still learning, that I'm gaining. So you don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need tech experience, you don't need business experience. You don't need to, bug your family and friends. We do exclusively online. 99% of my business partners till today. If I can say 99.9, none of them is my family. They are all people from social media. They are all people from the online world, and that is what the online space is giving us. Even if you take a look at it, if you want to your family in your business, can your family make you wealthy? We're talking about generational wealth. We're not talking about something that will give me maybe 500 at the end of the month just to add to my. You're talking about, I want to build for future. This is it. This is a business that can give you that leverage. It's not a get rich quick, right? But it's a business that, over time, when you build, when you sit, it's just like any business, because I have people in traditional businesses, right? So me, I'm not, okay, I don't know what they call it. It's not like I'm not knowledgeable when it comes to business. So business is different from salary. Salary is our comfort zone, and a lot of us get stuck there. I want to tell you this today. If you get stuck in your salary, in your comfort zone, and you feel, okay, let me be packing all of the shit, Jared, because I cannot build. I cannot be waiting, 3 months to now be see before I now see something, before I now start again building something, before I now pay. A lot of nonsense excuses out there that people are giving. You know, if you don't start building, you will be stuck in that comfort zone. When I started my business, I was in my comfort zone was doing six days a week and getting that huge money to pay all of my bills. Hmm? But I knew that life could not just continue like that. And at that stage, I knew also that the bills will be going up every time, especially as my children start growing. And I told myself, okay, if there's already bills now, and my son was just, going to go into secondary school. Secondary school will come, and then there will be school trips, then there will be tournaments, then there will be, extracurricular activity, because we are in abroad. Even back at home, gone extracurricular activity, people are doing it now. There will be, okay, he's playing one instrument. There will be, he's doing one sport. That's if he's very lenient with you, and he'll say, okay, I'll do one sport. I'll focus on one sport. You do that sport. And those are bills, bills, bills. Only single batter of doing sports is already half of your day pay if you're a registered nurse. If you're not a carer, is your 1 day pay, you know. So, I told myself that, because of course I had grown kids, and at that time I had my little boy. And my older kids, I know what I've been doing for them from when we came into the country, school trip, um you know extracurricular activities. Daughter was paying piano, I had to pay for that and all of that. And this one, the small one, that one is hyper. Even from primary school, I know that when it gets to that secondary school, it's going to be something else with the bills. And I told myself that, okay, if there's already bills, I'm already doing six, and I don't even have time for them to look after them, then I need to start doing something. I tried so many things, but I came into this business and I found amazing testimonials that surprised me. I gave myself time, because prior to starting this business, I'd done several things, that didn't, work. And those things I did, is either you put in money today, they say, don't worry, put in the money will double, or they will help you to use it to do business. I mean, those agro-chemical. You put it there, the following week, once it close down, you will not see them again. How many want to talk? But when I saw this one that is me that's going to be building it, I said, yeah, let me go and build my team by myself. All this one that you be doing dash money to our disappearance. So let me do my own. So this is a business that is your own, in your own name. You build your business, you do your training. We will be there to support you. We had a meeting like yesterday. We shared all of the things that our business, new business partners need to know. Those are the things we will use to guide you. But at the end of the day, it's still going to be you going through the training, applying it to your business. Will support you in every way, every way. So if you feel like, okay, this is also you, you want to start building. And I built 2 years, 2 years and a half later, I can see that every day, see that, okay, God has been good. Last month, it's been just, January used to be long, be a long month. I was speaking with one of my colleagues and she said, treat yourself. This month is a bit. I said, yes, but I don't even know where to treat, what to treat myself to and how, you know, previously I wouldn't even think of, treating, I would just be focusing on bills, bills, bills. But now I now sit and think, okay, I need to treat myself truly to something, right? And that is because, over in the last 2 years, I've been building and I've built to the extent that, okay, I can treat myself now. I'm not bothered about, if I treat myself, you know, school trip is there. Um, my son is going to play. They need us. They said we should pay Kinikon like over half of £1,000, and the kits is over £300. Then the pocket money is like 100. Like imagine, I saw a lot, boom, £14 in Burger King. Those kids, like those ones are there. How will I be able to treat myself with all of that? And I just told myself that it's true. I have to treat myself because I looked at the last 2 years, what God has done for me. It's been amazing. And honestly, wow, it just feel really, I feel blessed. I'm just thankful. This is me just appreciating God for how far He's brought me. And this is because I took a chance on myself as well. Sorry, I'm nearly going to be crying. It's just, when I think back on what previously life has been like, especially when I was working back to back, it was really hard to sit. I took my son out this morning, went to drop him with his mates, right? And I just feel blessed that I can do that. I feel blessed that I can do that. I feel blessed that I can afford every of those, trips. I can afford every of those, what do you call it? Whatever the activities, every of those instruments, trainings. Is guitar teacher actually sent me like, wow, it's doing amazing. He got a new guitar. I was happy, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I'm able to do all of that. If I was only relying on my salary, it would be very, probably would be okay. It would just be okay. But now, even with all of that, we spent a lot in the month of January, stroke this month. But in the midst of all of that, I can see it and say, yes, I want to treat myself. I even like completely forgot that to think that I've spent this, I've spent that. I didn't even think of what I've spent. I'm just honestly, it's when I'm saying it now that I remember that, wow, I've spent so much. But I'm thankful because this didn't happen overnight. This is not a business of overnight success. This is a real business that takes you to build. Especially in the online space. Nobody knows me when I started. Nobody. I did not know anybody. I started with one follower. I'm 30 something, nearly 34,000, followers now. So I started with one, one. It was just zero follower. Then my personal profile followed my business page, and that was me. Then my mentor. Then came we didn't have much team then. It was me, my mentor, and one our accountability partner. Then we had our coaches group. Then some people on my coaches group followed me as well. I became 10. I started like that. People started knowing me, from visibility, from showing up, from every day coming here, from in the last 2.5 years, never stopped posting. It's by the grace of God, and that's why I'm doing this gratitude challenge. It's been awesome. God has been wonderful to me in the last 2.5 years that I started this business. So this is a business you build over time that can help you with whatever you want. If you stay plugged in, we have that slang, stay plugged in. If you stay plugged in, which means that you're doing something about the business. You know, when I started my business, there's someone question that I always ask myself when people come to ask me. Because you know, when you start out, people will ask you, how much have you made? Typical of especially typical of you. How much have you made? So when you started your course, wherever you're doing your course, did you start making money the day you started doing the course? If you've done one or two businesses in the past, is it the day that you started running the business that you start making profit? Or so you open a traditional store. We have done it before. My sister is sales. None of my sisters ever worked for. Okay, my elder sister, before she started having her kids, used to work in the secretariat as secretary. But the moment she started having her kids, or Janonta. And you know, during that period, I lived with her at some stage, and then we've moved from one state to another. Anytime we move to another state, we'll open a shop. One day like this, person if you know knock, say wetin we dey sell. Because it's business, our own business. But when my sister became popular in the area, especially the last of the place they are now. My sister is popular. Oh man, I found on now. Because over time, people started knowing her. They started trusting her. They started trusting her, you know, as products. And you know, she even go and deliver Jaoja Sile one. You know, that's how she grew. She will order say, okay, ibi ni kẹ́ bá mi gbé lọ, ẹ má gbé yẹn lọ sí, ẹ má gbé lọ sílé, ẹ lọ gbé fún ìyá alágbájá, ẹ gbé yẹn lọ fún ìyá alágbájá in the area that she is now. So that is to tell you that when you start a business, one day like this, person fit no knock. But as you grow in the business, people start knowing you, and that is the same with any business. Even if you start your traditional business, you are doing agency, you open agency. It's not first day you go and meet one care woman say, okay, can I sign a contract with you and be supplying you nurses? Easy like that. No be like that easy. It takes a while before you now gather money that you used to start the business. Before you now start making profits in traditional. In the online space, startup capital is lower compared to traditional business. This is real business. This is not business of put $100 there. They say it will be growing. We don't do that here. So you come and check it out. See if it's a business for you. See if you want to build like I built, and I start reaping, the reward for well over a year now. I've been reaping my reward well over a year. So I built over time because I knew that if I didn't build, I probably would still be doing 6 days, 5 years down the line at the time I started my business. Or you see, 2 years down the line, 6 days again. I can't remember the last time I did 4, except if I need off next week. And that means that next week I'm doing 2. I can't remember. It's over a year. So it's just to tell you that my business is not a get rich quick, but it's a business that when you start, even from your day one, it depends on you. It depends on strategy you start with. We have a promo going on. From day one, you can already, start earning yourself amazingly. It depends on your effort. This one now, waiting you put in, you will get out. No, don't be I put money there, somebody is there to help me test run it. So this is one thing people used to say. So when I started my business, and people will come and ask me, how much have you made? Forgetting the fact that it's a business. This is a business like traditional business. People will ask, I say, how much a week is business? Ask me how much I've made. And then I'll say, I'm just starting. And I didn't even have my website. I had two buyers with our website. And as that goes on, when people ask me, like a month to month in my business, how much have you made? And then I'll ask myself, because at that time I was working very hard, 6 days, sometimes 30 minutes there, 30 minutes there. Then I'll ask myself, truly, how much have I made? How much effort have I put in? That's where everything started changing for me. The moment I started putting effort, when I'm off like this, I block off time and tell my people, please, sure. I was posting, from the day one, I was posting on my business page. I was doing my training. But that full concentration. When I'm off like this, I close my door. I said, sort everybody. I close my door. Just like this morning, I come and sit in the small cubicle there where I was using. Then, in fact, at that time, I didn't have a special place. It's just the moment I tell them, please, I need to use this space, they will give me, they will let me. Sometimes it's in the dining area, sometimes it can be in my room. And I'll just tell my husband, the man is sitting room, they will let me. So I will concentrate, and that's where everything started shifting because I need to put in the effort to get the results I want. And that is it. Today, it's just been an awesome journey. Wow, I can't believe I'm 30 minutes talking already. Thank you, everyone. So if you feel like it's a business for you, you've watched the webinar, there is a pre-registration access fee just to determine your seriousness as well. If you're looking for business, 149 US dollars is not it. Shouldn't be a problem. I want to believe so. So pay your 149 US dollar access fee, reach out to me and I'll guide you on the next steps. So I'll see you on the inside. God bless you. Bye for now.